In the animated TV series Young Justice, Kid Flash is a key member of the Young Heroes team, with the power to access the Speed Force, which grants him super speed. Kid Flash's origin starts long before he was even born, with the original Flash, Jay Garrick. Jay Garrick was in a freak lab accident that gave him his superpowers and allowed him to access the Speed Force that gives him his super speed and abilities. Back then, Jay Garrick didn't really bother to hide his identity, and so his biggest fan, Barry Allen, was able to easily talk to him about how he got his powers. Jay Garrick explained that he was a normal man and that it was a freak accident that gave him his abilities, and Barry Allen decided to recreate the accident in a lab to see if he could get the same powers as the Flash. Barry Allen conducted the experiment, and it worked. In fact, it worked better than the original accident, as Barry Allen was even faster than Jay Garrick. The reason for this is unknown, but it's most likely just that a different person is able to access different levels of the Speed Force. Different people just being affected differently because of their genetic makeup. But after this, Barry Allen became the next Flash. Later on, his nephew, Wally West, who was a huge fan of the Flashes and said that he was the Flash's biggest fan in the world. One day, while at his uncle's house, he was going through one of Barry Allen's journals and discovered that Barry Allen was in fact the Flash. Wally West read more of the journal, which contained detailed accounts of the Flash's adventures and the details of his origin, how he had recreated the same conditions as the original Flash's freak accident and got the Flash's powers. Wally West wanted to do the same, replicate the accident and get super speed powers and become the Flash's sidekick. However, when he said this to his uncle Barry Allen, he was dead against it, as he didn't want to be responsible for Wally West as his sidekick. But Wally West decided to ignore the Flash's wishes and went ahead and used his own chemistry set to recreate the Flash's accident in his bedroom.
I recreated Flash's laboratory experiment, and here I am.
However, this didn't exactly go to plan, as the chemistry set exploded in his bedroom and he ended up in the hospital critically injured, but without any superpowers. Barry Allen blamed himself for this, as it was his notes that had allowed Wally West to conduct the experiment, even though no one else blamed him. Then, over time, Wally West got better and discovered that he was developing super speed. Unlike the other two Flashes, who instantly gained their powers, Wally West's powers developed much slower, and though he has super speed, he is not as fast as his uncle Barry Allen.
I think it just might be working!
It's definitely slowing, but not stopping. Even at our top speed, I'm not certain the two of us can generate enough kinetic energy.
Then how about the three of us? I may not be as fast as you two, but I can add my fair share of kinetic energy. Besides, I can't let the new kid take all the credit for saving the world.
Good man!
So crash!
No reason for this is given, but again, it's probably just a case of different people being affected differently by the Speed Force. After his powers fully manifested, Wally West went to his uncle, the Flash, and said that he wanted to be his sidekick, with the codename Kid Flash. Barry Allen was reluctant, as he still didn't want the responsibility of a sidekick, but said that he would take Wally West under his wing so long as he agreed to follow his every order and do exactly as he said. Wally West agreed, and thus Kid Flash was born. Do you have a different theory on why these three individuals have different levels of Speed Force power? Let us know in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe, share, like, and comment.